Okay, guys, want to talk about employability really quickly? Let's take a look. Anybody who was late? Is anyone late? We need to mark anybody late. Okay. Everyone has supplies, right? Okay, sweet. We've all had appropriate interactions. Okay, so I'm going to leave this up, and before we leave, we'll just take employability again and make sure that no one has lost any points, okay? So the goal is you want to keep all of your points and maybe get... Okay, guys, end of class. Thank you for your work today. It was awesome. Did everyone earn his or her points today? Do we need to mark anyone off?
I noticed that Caesar was on his phone the majority of the time of the class.
Caesar, you were on your phone. Is that true?
I know, and he just kind of seemed off task.
Okay, so let's take off appropriate electronics for Caesar. Any pay it
It's
forwards?
not true, man.
Do we get any pay it forwards?
Ruth.
What did Ruth do?
Ruth helped you with an essay.
Did you ask her to help with her essay, or did she just kind of offer up?
Offered.
Awesome. Okay, Ruth, good job for the pay it forward. Gotta say it.
Yay,
Get your essay
Ruth.
work into me. Awesome job. Love you guys. See you. Bye.
All right, see you. Miss Goins, what do you do here? I think it's obvious. What do you? You're the PE teacher. What are you doing now?
I'm taking employability from my class
On your
our
phone.
app.
Oh, okay. Is everybody here?
No, I have some students that are absent.
Okay. Is this at all useful?
Yes, it's very useful because I get to do it right with the student. And being in the gym, I don't have access to a computer, so I have my phone in front of me.
Imagine that, a PE teacher without access to a computer. But wait, you do. It's just in your pocket, right? So, yeah. Was this a pretty good class today?
They were pretty good. A little bit of language, but other than that, they were a good class.
Awesome.
Shane, Brady, Cody is getting extra. If you are walking through the hallway and you find a student and you don't exactly know where they're supposed to be, we can search a student name.
Okay.
And you're able to pull up their roster and escort them back to class.
So you have all their rosters on there.
You have every student's roster.
Tell us, who are you?
Mary Beasley.
And what do you do here?
I am a special education teacher.
For senior high, mostly?
Senior high, yes. I like being able to go in there and see how employable my kids are every week, every month, and to see what their strengths and weaknesses are as far as what they do well, like coming to class on time, or bringing their supplies. Are they very successful at these things, or are they not being so successful? That way I can address those issues with them.
You feel like that plays into their IEPs and...
Yes, it does help when writing their IEPs because it gives me strengths and weaknesses that they need to work towards when writing their goals and objectives for success.
Okay. What about like focus notes? Does that help anything?
It lets me know how my kids are doing, and then being able to see everybody that I need to see, like all my IEP kids plus my mentees and kids I have in class. It allows me to see, okay, is there possibly something going on that we need to address maybe at home or otherwise, or is there some kind of conflict in school? So it allows us to see and get a snippet of what is really going on with the kid truly, and maybe there are some outside issues that we need to address.
Good afternoon, guys. Okay, who do we have here? We have... Darian. Morgan.
The e-book bandit.
The e-bucks bandit. All right, tell me about e-bucks. What are e-bucks?
Basically, you get e-books for your employability and doing well, and you're able to redeem them, and yeah.
So
Basically, it's a currency system within the school so that we as students can get used to the idea of getting a check from a job and whatnot and be able to spend that on things. I mean, out in the real world, you're going to be paying bills and whatnot, but here we can buy like candy, headphones, pens, pencils, da-da-da-da. And I just steal them all.
you just steal them all because you're e-bucks bandit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I do.
What do you think about the system, Darian?
I think it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Now you've helped out with the store, the e-store.
Yeah.
Some. How do you feel like it's gone this year?
It's gone pretty good.
So let me. My understanding is correct is that every employability point also becomes like this
$1.
one e-buck, right?
One e-buck that I steal.
That you steal, yeah.
I've accumulated millions of e-bucks. I've robbed so many people of their e-bucks. It's amazing.
It's crazy. Now, how do you know how many e-bucks you have in your account?
Ask a teacher.
Ask a teacher. So any teacher can tell you.
Ask your mentor.
Ask your mentor, preferably. Okay. Is there any other way other than the employability taking that you can earn e-bucks?
Tiger tickets.
Tiger tickets. Pay it forwards.
Rewards of such from teachers if you do something great, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the e-book system and how we have went from nothing to something with it is like really amazing, and it's just like a basic system to help like kids show that they are working for their employability and they get rewards for their employability, and how it is in their classes for them to get that reward at the end. So it does great with it.
You had a specific hand in creating the e-store. Just describe that process too.
I think that the e-store was like a good idea to like show them, because the kids would ask, what are the e-bucks and what do we get to do with the e-bucks if we're just collecting them for being employable and the rules for employable. So we came up with the e-book store to like have different variety of things for them, and like set prices of how much it costs to like get your reward or whatever for the end.
I'm Megan Jones, and I am the special education teacher for the junior high here at TLC.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about focus notes, because you're a teacher and you're also a mentor. Just tell me about focus notes here at the Learning Center.
Focus notes are such a great opportunity for us as teachers, because if there are any problems within the classroom or outside of the classroom, it's a way to really focus in on a kid and help create a solution instead of there just being a problem. So what we can do as teachers, we can either after class or during type up a little report about a focus note for the student, and then...
Can we show it? Just show a blank one?
Yeah, sure. So what I would do as a teacher, if I have a kid I want to write up, I'd click on Create New Focus Note. So I would click on this, and there are 3 options of what we can do with that. There's recognition. So if there's a student who's done a great thing, then we can write them up for that as well. We want to have positives along with the rest. So if I wanted to do recognition, I type in the student, write a description, and send. If I want to just document something, great purposes for us as teachers to document, then I could have a student and write down maybe an event that happened that needs to be recorded. The third thing that I can do with this focus note system, I can do an in progress, which means I will once again type in a student's name, make a description, and put any interventions that I or another teacher have already done. So let's say a student maybe is struggling with turning in homework assignments, and it's a repeated process. For example, I'd put in the student's name, type that up, and I'd say, I have tried to send home extra assignments, I've tried to talk to the administrator, I could have a bunch of steps that I've done. I will send this in, and then a treatment team will meet, and will...
Or actually, it goes to the mentor first.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So me as a mentor, I can have my mentees, I could see, okay, so this is what they've been kind of written up for. I can talk to my mentee, because we've already built that relationship, and I could say, hey, what's going on in this area? And usually it can stop right after that because of the relationship there.
And the note can close.
And the note can close, and it can be finished. And then at that point, if it progresses and there's still more issues, then that's a good point. A treatment team will come in and say, okay, what other solutions can we think of here?
Yeah.
So we're really working with kids. We're for kids, and we really want them to do the best that they can. So that's a great purpose for this focus note, and it's great for teachers and for mentors as well.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Hi. Introduce yourself.
I'm Jackie Eggers, one of the guidance counselors here at TLC.
As a counselor, what features do you find useful?
Well, I like it because if I'm meeting with a parent,
Yep.
I can get a quick snapshot of how the student is either currently doing as of right now today, or I could back it up and see the whole year or the whole semester.
And when you say see how they're doing, you're talking
Employability.
employability.
I also have an area where I can take notes, so if I meet with a student or talk with a parent, I can keep a contact log or notes so that I can pull those up as reference too.
Do you find the focus notes feature useful?
Yes, because that allows me to see what's going on throughout the school, since I don't always see the students every day.
Yeah.